All right, guys, back with another video for you answering, is the Bathmate Hydro Pump a legitimate substitute for jelqing? So this is a question that comes up every now and then, and the reason guys ask this is because Bathmate, you know, as some of you may or may not know, mostly helps with girth. Jelqing is a manual exercise that also will mainly help with the girth of your penis, okay? And so they kind of do the same thing. So a lot of guys that have done male enhancement manually through jelqing, you know, they want to know if they can use this and not have to jelq anymore and basically use it as a straight up substitute. So for those of you who don't know, jelqing is basically the milking of your dick, okay? The milking of your shaft, all right? And it helps add thickness, okay? Which is girth, in other words. So for a new user, you know, both of them, jelqing and Bathmate, are gonna help with girth and length, okay? For brand new users to male enhancement. But if you have male enhancement experience, jelqing is pretty much just gonna help with your girth, okay? So will Bathmate. It won't do, Bathmate helps with length too, but more so girth, all right? Now when you're starting out as a new user to either manual exercises like jelqing or stretching or the Bathmate, you're gonna gain from everything, okay? You're gonna gain both girth and length, okay? Simply put, new users always gain more. They just do. They have more untrained skin tissue to work with, and you know, I reference weightlifting a lot when I compare, when I discuss this thing, the Bathmate, because I mean, it really works in a very similar fashion to, you know, building up and the tearing down of your muscles when you go to the gym. It's the same thing, except not exactly the same thing, but it's very, very similar. The process of making gains, okay, with the device, making gains for your dick and making gains in the gym, the process is the same way. You go to the gym, you know, lift weights, and you get your workout in, and then with male enhancement, you can either do manual exercises or use this thing. You know, you do your time with it, 10-15 minutes, and then when you make your gains, when you're actually recovering, okay? And it works the same way with the gym as well. So they're very, very similar in that regard. Now, to go back to the question here and the subject of the video, if jelqing is a pain in the ass, okay, if you guys have done manual exercises like jelqing and you don't like it, you think it's a pain in the ass, to answer the question, yes, the Bathmate could be a straight up substitute for jelqing. Now, I will say that if your priority is making the fastest gains possible, the fastest growth possible from where you are right now, then it would behoove you to do both of them, okay? They both help with girth, but it will really add a lot to your Bathmate sessions if you do some jelqing beforehand. Jelqing is actually something I only recently started doing, okay? The progress I made with male enhancement, you know, the first year and a half, 2 years was basically only using this, but I have been, you know, these last several months I have added jelqing, and I have noticed that it definitely is compounding on, you know, the gains I've been able to maintain from this. So the pressure will be a lot more if you combine them, guys. If you do the jelqing right before you put the Bathmate on, you know, a lot more pressure than, you know, you're going to be used to. So I'd keep the Bathmate to a shorter 5 to 8 minute session or so. Go slow with it, okay? Ease your way into it. Don't try to race through it. Again, there's a lot more pressure, and you know, usually it's more of an advanced user trick. This isn't really something a lot of the newer users tend to do, although you can do it if you're comfortable with it. Again, it just allows for more expansion when you combine them. So Bathmate can be a straight up substitute though. If you find jelqing to be a pain in the ass, they both do the same thing, but the reason you can substitute Bathmate out for jelqing is because Bathmate, you know, it adds girth just like jelqing does, but it does it much more efficiently, in my opinion, okay? It does the same thing in a shorter time span, which is basically efficiency, right? So you'll save time, in other words, you know, substituting the Bathmate out for jelqing. So, but depends on what your goal is. If your goal is the fastest progress possible and the fastest gains possible, you're gonna wanna do both of them, all right? So anyway, hope that helped, guys. And if you do have any questions or comments, leave those below. Make sure you guys like the video if you found this helpful. It helps the YouTube algorithms when you hit like and also subscribe. I do have some more videos coming out this week, answering some more questions that have come in. So hit subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.